All right, dude. Man. Welcome back to another episode of the Hour You Hate, man. How y'all doing?
Dude, I'm alive.
Adding it to the story right now. There we go.
Yeah,
I'm alive, man.
So, let's have y'all introduce yourself. What is City LURKZ? Who are you guys? What you guys be doing, bro?
You want to do it?
Sure. So I'm Drip. Basically, me and Treve started City LURKZ over. He texted me one day and he's like, "Man, I really want to go explore those silos right there off of the interstate."
Fireplace.
And I was like, shit, I haven't been there since. I was in high school, you know what I mean? So I was like, let's get there. So we ended up just going there and we were recording what we were doing. I brought my big old camera set up and stuff like that. He has his cameras.
It looked like that. He had a whole tripod
just
with
like
them
that,
and everything.
Yeah, man. And
I was like, we're so obvious.
We were exploring that, and after that video dropped, me and him were just like, dude, let's turn this into something. Let's really grind on this and let's turn this into something. I don't know if you've ever heard of Sam and Colby.
Of course, bro. I was just talking about them. They do the haunted house
my biggest inspiration to all of this right now because I used to watch them way before they even started doing abandoned, when they were doing their little vines and little pranks and stuff like that. I was watching them, and they started doing these abandoned buildings and all these haunted places, and it's like, when you're following someone for that long, you kind of build a trust with them. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I just felt like let's do it. You know what I mean? I bet you we can be better than that. We can do the stuff that they were scared to do, and we're able to put that out there.
So they also explored abandoned shit too, but they did a lot of ghost shit too, right?
Well, so they started out doing abandoned buildings and stuff like that, and then they got arrested.
Kind of merged into ghost shit. I'm sure,
and so then it started turning into a haunted abandoned building, and then people were texting them, "Hey, come to the Valisca Axe murder house. Hey, come to this place." You know what I mean? And stuff like that.
They got people to reach out to them to go explore these places.
Yeah.
Dude, speaking of the Valisca Axe murder house, bro, I want to do a 24-hour video there, bro.
Yeah, because you can pay to stay there and stuff.
Exactly. I went there with my mom one time, and we were talking to the people. They were like $200 or something like that, maybe even cheaper.
Not bad.
Stay the whole night, dude. That's something we could do. I don't know if y'all ever been there.
No, I haven't been there.
But we could do some real ghost shit, bro.
Dude, I'd be so down for that. So yeah, and so then we basically sat down one day and we thought of the brand name. We was like, dude, what are we gonna call ourselves? And he was like, City something, City this,
it has some lurk in it. Lurk.
And then he said City LURKZ, and I was like, it's gotta have a Z in it though. It can't be just City LURKZ. It's gotta be City LURKZ.
I like that.
You know what I mean? So that's kind of just how we all came together.
It happened because I had my YouTube, which I've just posted from when I lived in Vegas. It was like a Vegas vlog thing or whatever.
So Vegas transplant too. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So I came back here and I wanted to keep vlogging whatever I was doing. So I posted a video of me going under a bridge and shit. It's it started accidentally being kind of urbex shit.
Yeah.
But I posted a video of me going into these tunnels in Ralston, not even that deep, but the thumbnail showed me in a tunnel behind me, and in 2 days it had over 1,000 views, and I only have 60 subscribers on that channel. I never meant really for anybody that wasn't my friends to see anything. So I was like, whoa. So I hit him up. That's why I hit him up. I'm like, bro, I'm trying to go document the inside of the silo. People are interested in this right now. Let's just go do it. So when we did it, I dropped that video, got 400 views within 24 hours. Again, I only have 60 subscribers. I'm like, oh my God, here we go. I was like, let's make a different channel for this and start going around. So it literally happened almost overnight. We just ran with it. We were like, dude, it's getting views. People are asking us.
Because that's such a cool little niche fucking genre. You know what I'm saying? It's people fuck with that shit, bro.
Especially here in Omaha, because we've all kind of done it. We've all been to the silos, but nobody thought to
record it, make a video. And I don't think there's Urban X people in Omaha doing it. You know what I mean?
Not too many.
There's a couple.
I'm sure there's a few.
Dude, there's a couple. Most of them are a lot of climbers though. So I've seen people climb the Henry Dorley Zoo dome.
What?
People have climbed the pedestrian bridge.
We should do that.
I'm trying to do that.
I'm cool on that, man.
Right, I'm with you on that. I'm not doing that.
You know what I mean? I'll stick to my abandoned buildings and sitting on the edge of them. But yeah, dude, and that's basically.
So I got a quick question.
Go ahead.
How long, as far as with the video and vlogging and everything, how long have y'all actually been urban exploring?
Well, with the videos, about a month.
About a month?
But it's something that I have always done, and I never thought to put any video into it until that one video, because I was just fucking around at the tunnels, like I said, and we posted it, and it blew up. I'm like, what is going on there? I'm like, we should start doing that. So
this is not too long going.
This is pretty new, yeah. And it's we've been going hard. We've We have, I think, 5 videos. Like, we post every Friday. We have 5 ready to go. They're scheduled. They're already there on YouTube. Like, they're just going to keep coming out every Friday. Because we just keep going out and doing stuff. And
just like you said, we've all done shit like that before. But it's like making it the video aspect of it. You know what I'm saying?
And, like,
and obviously, throughout everything we're doing, it's all, like, a total learning process. Like, and you'll be able to see that throughout, like, our videos. You know, like, our first video, we weren't very interactive with the camera and stuff like that. It was more of us just kind of, like, going in there and exploring with 10 stuff. People.
I mean, depending on what your audience is and stuff like that, they don't really care anyway.
Right. So that's something we have been working on, is actually trying to talk to the camera and like.
What did I miss out on last night?
Last night, dude, it was pretty crazy, man. So,
where'd y'all go?
So we have a Discord server, where
it's 140 members already in 2 weeks.
In 2 weeks, So we've been really pushing that Discord out there too. So we have people all over the world, all over the country, just kind of. Shout out to one of our mods in there, Gemini.
He's blowing up right now.
What up, Gemini?
He's always finding us spots, dude. He's not even from here, dude, and he's finding us spots here like crazy. So
that's dope.
He's dropping coordinates. He's like, have you been here?
Yeah, right. Like, no, we didn't even know I was there.
No shit.
So he's been dropping us a couple spots. So there was these apartment buildings we hit in a very sketchy part of downtown.
Last night?
Yeah, dude. While we were there, somebody got stabbed.
Right outside. We were outside. Like, seeing it. We heard him moaning and shit. Like, oh, but we're like, yo, someone's over here like hurt and shit.
Did y'all get that on camera?
Yeah, it's on my GoPro. I was filming everything.
I sure hope it is, man, because that was crazy. So yeah, we hit these apartment buildings that nobody has touched.
No, there was no graffiti inside. There was no damage inside. All the wires and pipes were still up in there.
Yeah, not a single person has touched it.
So just y'all were in it.
Yeah,
we've been in there. Yeah. But we started off though. We went to, you're coming around the bend you're coming towards downtown from like out west. You come around, it all splits up. There's the silos off to your left, but there's that weird random tall, just square building right there.
Yes, bro. Yeah, we tried to explore that one time.
Did you get caught?
Yes, the cops. Dude, check it. Oh my gosh, real quick. Remember what you were? No, keep going.
No, because that's what happened. We come back. We parked about fucking half a mile away, dude. So far away. We get up there and a truck starts rolling through, so we all start booking it. Like right as we get down, like we have to hustle through mud. Like our shoes are fucked up right now.
Muddy, dude.
We had to go through mud and through the forest and stuff. We come out, we're like, we're good. He finds us. He pulls up. He's like, word of advice: don't leave your papers on your car window. Like there's other papers that had somebody else's name on it in his car. And he's like, I know your name now and stuff. We're like, that's not. He's like, just so you know, you guys are on camera. And I'm always like, I know. I point to the GoPro. I'm like, I'm filming, bro.
You're on camera, so
literally.
But he was cool. He was actually like, take my number. I'll let you guys. He's like, there's a huge warehouse back here, so we got his number and everything. He's cool. He was just like, don't go in there right now. He's like, I have it all locked up. You can't get in there. We can get into anywhere.
We can get in there.
We can get it anywhere. Grapple hook, second floor, third story window. Because they'll usually have it boarded up, dude. They'll have it boarded up first and second floors always. Like,
you guys got a grapple hook?
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
I want to try that out, bro. That'll be sick.
Lock picks. We got that.
Yeah.
I
gotta come with y'all for real, bro.
Yeah.
Let's schedule some shit out next weekend, bro.
Because it gets crazy. But so that's how we started the night. We get caught right away. We got back to the car. We're like, fuck, let's go to the next place, which wasn't the apartment. Yeah, it was. Yeah, we went to those sketchy apartments, but we were driving to somewhere else last night too. And I'm like, yo, look, and there's these apartments off to the right, all boarded up on the first floor. Like, that's what we look for. We see that. It's like that place is abandoned.
Prime location.
We're like walking around it a couple times.
Prime real estate for this shit.
Yeah, we're looking around trying to find a way in, and we find the smallest. Like, usually the ways in are like, you gotta be super skinny and small and like contort into some bullshit. And like, we found there's bars on these windows, and there was one missing. So there was a big enough space that we could fit right in.
Squeeze through.
Probably about 8 to 10 inches long.
Yes. It's like super thin. Like, you don't have much room to work with. And we start getting in the window, and a guy's over here looking at us. And I'm like, there's a guy standing over there. And then all of a sudden, our boy Joe, who is not here, he was supposed to come with. There's 3 of us, him and.
Oh, so we're missing somebody.
We're missing someone. Yeah,
shit. Shout out to Joe, bro.
Joe, where you
Shout
at,
out
bro?
Joe.
Anyway, he freaking stepped on a nail, went through his shoe and into his foot, like deep and bad, like right before we're walking in there. So he started
Home Alone type shit.
right.
He started screaming, so I had to grab the bag real quick.
Did you guys run with a med kit?
Yeah, I pulled the Neosporin out, the gauze. We patched him up real quick. He's like, I'm all good. So then we went inside, and it was another building that nobody else had been inside of yet. We're like the first people to do it. But we were climbing out the 3rd story balcony to like, you know, parkour down the shit or whatever. And JoJo and I got down, and we're waiting for him and the 4th person we were with to get down, but they're like trying to figure their way down, and a truck pulls up and sees that we're like filming and like clearly outside of this building on the walls and shit. He's like, what the fuck?
And we're just hanging from
they're
the
like,
building,
they're
you
like
know what I
hanging
mean?
down, and so he's like, what are you guys doing? He's like, that's like, you know what, I'm not trying to tell you what to do, but that's really dangerous. And I'm like, no, we're filming for YouTube.
Dude, we know.
We're good.
But we're like, we're filming for YouTube. He's like, all right, I just want to let y'all know, have fun, whatever. Well, he circled back, actually. Like, he pulls up like a minute later. He's got his phone out. He's like, hey, what's the channel? What's the channel? And he looks it up in front of us and like subscribes right in front of us. He's like, my wife loves this shit. Like, she loves it. He's like, I'm going to check you guys out. I'm like, all right. So
see, that's
fire.
we're just out here, getting people into it. But
dude, because I know the little rectangle buildings what you're talking to on the thing, right?
The big,
Yeah. And then real quick, be careful with this too, just because it'll shake this.
I heard you say that.
But we went there one time to try to explore it for a vlog, right? It was like broad day. We were like, fuck it, we're out of ideas. We just stopped by it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I'm also
how'd you get down there?
What you mean?
Like, how'd you get down to it?
Well, we were just driving to it at this moment, right?
Oh.
We're driving into the neighborhood trying to find somewhere to park.
Right, okay.
And I'm on probation at this time, right? So it's me and my little brother. We're just driving. I also got some fucking weed on me, of course, to smoke during the video shoot, right? So I'm driving, and we're trying to find a place to park so that we can get into that little building. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then right as we start driving, a fucking cop drives by us the opposite way. Then he fucking immediately hits a U and starts following me out the neighborhood, bro. And I'm on probation for like this fucking weed shit. So if I get caught with more weed, then I'm all fucked, you know?
Violation of probation. You go to jail.
You know what I'm saying? So like, I'm sketched out. My brother's fucking filming with me. He's 14. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you're like, damn.
This would have been the second time if I would have got arrested that he would have got left by himself while I got arrested. You know what I'm saying?
It's like, damn, why does this keep happening?
Dude, because the first time, the reason I was on probation, he was with me, and I got pulled over. They found some like shit from a CBD shop, so it was legal THC, but they thought it was not. So they took me. The cop had to take him back to wherever the fuck he was going. So I was like, fuck, I'm about to leave him again, dude. But then he just, like, eventually he follows me for probably 10 minutes, bro, through the neighborhood and through downtown and shit, and finally just leaves, and I'm just fucking tripping the whole time, bro.
Heart thumping, dude.
It
was
wild. Because it wasn't even just like, fuck, catch me exploring, you know what I'm saying? But no, don't catch me on probation with my shit.
Right.
Yeah, that's...
Well, we actually, he told us that he has that whole place cemented off. And
oh, yeah?
And,
See, we didn't even get to the out of the car, bro.
So,
we literally driving to park, and the motherfucker hit a Yui on us, started following.
Yeah, the only way to get in there, man, is probably grappling hook.
Grapple hook?
For real, yeah. It's like the only way in. Unless, he cemented it, or did he say he could let us in?
He said he said we can't get into that big building. He's got it all blocked off. And
you guys ever been to the little high school church thing off of by North High?
Yeah.
Right off 34th and Ames or something?
Like of Ames? No. We did hit a high school though that we gatekeep our locations, obviously.
Yeah.
I was about to tell you exactly where it was.
Yeah, mostly because we don't know other people's intentions. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
We follow this Urbex motto called that says take nothing but pictures and leave nothing but footprints. Yeah. So we're not there to...
Unless you find a fire extinguisher.
Yeah, unless you find a fire extinguisher like me, I'm going to let that mug off.
Dude, oh my gosh. I lived in downtown Omaha like for a long time, right? It was like 7th and Pine area or whatever.
Right.
And they had that college right next to it. It was like this little weird college thing. It was like a church college. But it was abandoned for like a year, so we went in there one time drunk as fuck, and on the fire extinguisher shit, bro, we found literally every fire extinguisher in that bitch, and literally smoke bombed the whole place. But then it got better because as we were running out, the alarms start going, right?
Oh, shit.
So the homie's drunk running out the fucking building, and it's so foggy, he slips, falls down the steps, and like busts his fucking head open.
Bro,
and he was just done for the night, bro. It was crazy.
When we were running yesterday, Treve had a good saying where he was like don't panic run.
Yeah, everybody started scattering. I'm like, guys, stop! You're panic running. I'm like, calm down and wait.
He's like don't fall. Just
everyone's slipping and falling up the hill.
You're gonna cause more attention trying to do that.
You guys,
I'm literally just
you don't even know if they see you yet.
That's what I was trying to say. We're sitting there running up this muddy old cliff/hill type thing, dude. And I go to jump over this tree and I just busted it, dude. I just dropped my flashlight down the cliff and shit like that, dude. I was just fuck that flashlight. We gotta go.
We'll have to go with y'all sometime, bro. Cause the last time we explored was for one of our YouTube videos. We didn't even put it out because I was like, it was just weird. Like y'all said, it wasn't enough like talking to the camera. You know what I'm saying? It was just like us exploring it. So I'm like, this is just cool.
Because you kind of get sketched out. You walk in somewhere and you're like, all right, there's either homeless people. You're worrying about the cops. You're worrying about how dark it is. Like, you start forgetting. Like,
we had to drop into like the basement window. You know what I'm saying? Like the basement window has like the weird thing where like props out. You know what I'm saying? So we're like sliding in there. But it was such a cool experience because then we had this whole building to ourselves.
Yeah, and
that's like, actually where we shot the "What's Been Going On" music video, I think, or the "Pain in My Chest." We were like in that abandoned building.
It's the "Pain in My Chest" video.
Yeah, it's the "Pain in My Chest" video. Shout out Sam, he's actually coming in after you guys shot that video.
Nice.
And where's that? Oh, at that.
It's like
place is still abandoned.
It should be. I think they're redoing it now, but we went probably like a year or so ago.
And even if they are,
matter.
It was cool, bro. But we should go. Like, I want to go to like a cool spot with
also,
that I've never been.
The hospital. Dude. That's what we were talking about. Either me and him were talking like when we take you to a spot, it's either gonna be the hospital or the Salvation Army.
Oh, off the interstate. Salvation Army
in there. It's 3 buildings. Yeah,
Salvation Army when it's open is creepy, bro.
Dude, yeah. Let alone it was like a psych ward.
I was gonna say that building was not always a Salvation Army, bro. That's
actually a billboard.
Shit,
the Salvation Army thing is a billboard on the building. It's not has nothing to do with the building. Yeah, no, we found that out when we were researching it after we'd been in there. It was like an old, not a like psych ward, but more of like mental health assisted living.
Mental facility.
Shit, even that building, just driving by is like
spooky,
eerie.
Bro.
There's a church on the top level, dude, and it's.
Let's go there,
dude. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was gonna bring you there.
Like I said, the hospital, the Salvation Army.
We're gonna have to talk about the hospital. So that video just dropped this last Friday. What day is it? Sunday. So it just dropped Friday.
Okay, nice. Check it out. City LURKZ on YouTube, bro.
We'll give you the link or whatever. But dude, like, description. It's huge, right? It's 11 floors and 2 basements. Like, there's a basement, and as far
as
hospital
is it?
I don't.
Oh, okay.
But so blur that out.
Yeah,
yeah.
So it's a blur this out.
Don't tell nobody that.
Is what it's called. And from the research that like we've done while we were in the building, you know, picking up papers and just stuff like that, we think that it was also a like a drug rehabilitation center almost. So like people that have like almost overdosed or you know what I mean and stuff like that, and they need that help or whatnot. They would bring them there. They had like their own rooms and like bathrooms and like
no shit.
It was almost like a mental ward, but for druggies almost. You know what I mean?
Mental people.
Imagine a jail or like a manual, but if it was like a bandit type shit. You know what I'm saying?
That's pretty much kind of like this building is massive. Like it's so
that's kind of what it was.
Yeah, like it's the video you guys got. It's gonna be 3-parted on accident because we went the first time, just him and I. Right?
Okay.
Yeah, just him and I was like scared. But right away when we pulled up, we parked the cars outside, and it's all this shit's always in a sketchy part of the city, you know, like there's homeless people walking around. Yeah, right. Yeah, there's homeless dude walking around, and he walks right up to the car. It's homeless. Oh, we got the fucking camera thing. So we pull up to this massive hospital, like just giant, like it's huge. Like you're literally outside, like this is a big hospital. Think about a hospital, right? They're big, and you're outside of it, and we're like, okay, this homeless guy, or I don't know if he's homeless. He comes up talking about, hey, like y'all got anything? He pulls a condom out. He's like, I got a chick in the room trying to fuck, but like I need to get high first. So I'm like, what do you mean high?
What you mean you need to get high?
So we're questioning him a little bit, like, yeah, whatever, like, we don't know what you're talking about. We're like, but what's up with this building right here? And he's like, he's like, I can get you in there. We're like, we're like, really? So he gives him like a really small, like 0.2 gram nug or some shit, like enough to stuff in a fucking bowl or something.
I just brought like a little blunt with me, and then
you just gave him like,
here you go, bro.
Right, basically, yeah. I just took a nug out of that little blunt. I was like, here, bro, and then
he was thankful as shit, but he's like, yeah, come over here. We probably didn't need to do that. We would have found the door was just wide open on the one side. We walk in, he leaves. He's like, all right, I'm gonna go like. You know, he's like, y'all didn't see me, y'all never met me. We're like, cool, whatever, bye. Like, so we get in the building.
Right. Cool.
We're in the building, and like within like 30 seconds, he goes, "There's people in here," like 100%.
Oh, fuck no.
I'm like, where? And he's like, I don't know. I hear people, and like, so we're listening a little bit. We start walking around. And it's in the video. So we walk down this hallway. All of a sudden, someone goes, "Oi!" from behind us, and we're like, "Oh shit!" We look, and we're like, yo, he's like, hey, is anyone in here? We're not trying to like fuck with you. We're just here exploring. We come around the corner. There's nobody. So we're looking around a little bit. Like somebody just yelled at us. And so we're like
stalking y'all right now.
I have the knife out. Like it's open. I'm like, have it by my side. I'm like, someone's going to just peekaboo us out of nowhere, dude. Like I'm not ready for it. And I say it. It's in the video. I told him, I'm like, bro, let's like come back with more people. I'm 100% like, I'm scared. He's like, I'm not. I'm like, I know, but like I am
you
right
probably
now.
should.
see, here's the thing is like I got a more fear of heights than I do people. You know what I mean? Like
fear of people
because
and heights.
he's kind of the opposite. He's kind of got a more fear of people than heights because, in my opinion, I'd rather be more of the aggressor and they think that I'm the aggressor versus them thinking that they have control over us being the aggressor. You know what I mean? So like
that'll work.
And it does.
And it honestly does. You know what I mean? Like if when we seen while this is all happening, you know, we hear a big bang behind us and it's just like a quick. We turn the corner and there's this all black mask.
No, this happens.
You know what
later,
I mean? Like, does it?
Yeah. So first. We're exploring. We're trying to find who said "oi," right? We're like, "What the fuck was that?" And it's clear as fuck in the video. Like, it's so loud. Like, you hear it come from right behind us. We both turn around so fast. Like, we're looking. All of a sudden, he's on the phone with someone. He comes around the corner, and I'm behind him, and he just goes, "Hey!" loud as fuck. And I freeze. I'm like, I look around, and way down the hall, there's a guy, and he's like, "Who are you?" And we're like, we're just exploring, you know, are you good? Do you need anything? He's like, I could use some water. So I'm like, I got you. I pulled out our bottle of water we had. He's like, y'all have an extra flashlight? We're like, yeah. We start asking him questions. He's got a headlamp on, a backpack, and he's,
so he's doing the same shit.
So that's some fire content.
No, he's not doing the same shit. We're like living there. We're like, are you living in here?
No, he's definitely living. I'm just saying.
He's like, no, I'm not he's like, I'm not living in here. He's like, there's a lot of money in here. We're like, really? We're like, what? What do you mean?
The place.
He's fucking, he's taking pipes and coils out down in the basement. So we meet the guy, we know his name. He starts telling us, we're like, is there other people here? He's like, yeah, I got my boy this and that up in here. They should be somewhere. We're like, all right, because we hear voices everywhere in here right now. Like, keep hearing shit upstairs. And we're like, listen, we don't want to die in here right now. We just want to get to the roof. I was like, can you get us to the roof? He's like, yeah, I'll take you there right now. Like, whatever. I was like, I'll throw you some cash to get us to the roof. Like, we don't want to get stabbed up in here. We're trying to, so many floors, you know, dark, pitch black, fucking, it's cold out, so there's probably more people in here. And
just hiding, quiet, sleeping and shit.
So he starts leading us down a hallway that we already walked down. We were just down this hallway, and he opens the door, and there's two other dudes right in this room. They're like, oh, hey, what up? He's like, hey, hold up. I'm about to take these dudes up to the roof. They're like, can you help me with something real quick? So they disappear. He sets all his bag down. He's like, watch this real quick. I'll be right back.
Watch our bag for us.
He's like, I'll be right back.
What the fuck?
We're sitting there like, what you mean watch our bag for you?
So they disappear and they go, apparently they lifted a huge like coil from the basement, some machine down there. Like it took all three of them. They came back winded as fuck from whatever they were doing. But dude's like, I'll give you a quick escort. You know, we freaking 3 minutes it takes for us to like get up the stairs because this place is so big and tall. And
because they already fucking, they know
the spot.
Yeah, they know the spot.
Like, we trusted it right away. I'm like, as long as you're not about to lead us to...
Basically, it was like MTV Cribs.
So that's what he was about to talk about, is fucking... While we were waiting for them to go do their thing, we hear some other people, like we saw someone walk by with a light. They just walked by. We're like, oh, shit, all right.
Whatever, you know what I mean? Like, there's obviously people in here.
Yeah, he hears that bang. We hear that bang we're talking about. And like, on the footage, he's a little ahead of me, and he stops and just shines a light. And I peek over, like you see it peek, and there's just a dude just standing, just right there.
No shit.
He goes, yo. And the guy goes, what, how do I get out of this motherfucker? We're like, what? We're like, oh, we got you. We're like, come here. So we lead him to the exit. We're like, have a good night and everything, dude. And I'm just like, I look at him, I'm like, this place is a fucking hotel, bro. I'm like,
dude.
I'm like, how many
people are they living in there, or are they just
both? That person I genuinely think was staying in there.
He had like bags on, a suitcase he was rolling with.
Yeah, and honestly, like, when you're going into these abandoned spots, like we look at them and we're like, dude, this would be a spot like homeless people could come and hang out and like kick it and
the
sleep.
spot we went to, the little school or whatever, it was definitely like a home, bro. There were like beds and fucking shit everywhere.
So they call them nests, and
that's a little degrading. Huh?
They call them themselves though.
They call it themselves.
That's what they do.
Yeah, so like if you see a nest, just leave it alone. Like they told us that. We're like, all right, we'll leave your nest alone.
Because we basically asked. We were like, well, so I mean, is everybody in here basically doing what y'all are doing? He's like, well, there is some like homeless people in here. So I was like, what's like the best approach we can do if we run into? And he said, honestly, it's kind of tough because like a lot of homeless people don't got nothing to lose. You know what I mean? So when you see somebody just basically like, hey, like we're just exploring, you know, we don't want to invade your space and stuff like that. So
to you, we ain't even here.
Right, exactly that.
He word for word said, some of these homeless people ain't got nothing to lose, man. I've seen motherfuckers bodied in here, you know what I'm saying? And we're like, Yeah, we know what you're saying. He's like,
guys had any crazy run-ins with the cops or just homeless people in the fucking places?
I mean, that was like the craziest like homeless people stuff, just because there was so many active. And then on that same night, we were on the roof. It's all in the video. I look over the edge, and there's just 2 cops right down there looking right up at me, and I'm like, hey, they just saw me down there for sure. But we were parked on the other side of the building, so like. Yeah. No confrontation with them or anything,
and usually this is like my signature mask, but at the time I was wearing like a bright pink baklava. You know what I mean? So like, I didn't want to peep over the edge, and like,
we gotta get you one of them THUH black.
Dude, I'm saying, man,
those are gonna be
need
fire.
One of those, man. But yeah, so
run-ins with cops. Last night, a cop pulled up right outside the bando. Because
do they really give a fuck like that?
We broke in.
Yeah, technically.
I mean, yeah. So there was some, like I said, ain't nobody ever was in this spot that we were in. We basically had to rip these boards off and kick these boards in just to get in. So
we put them back though, you know.
Yeah, well, obviously we put them back.
Trying to be PR friendly.
We set them up. Don't worry.
We did. We put them back because we don't want anybody knowing that's how you get in there. So we
don't let other motherfuckers in.
Right, exactly that. And like we try to, like I said, we gatekeep a lot of our spots because we don't know people's intentions and stuff like that.
But that's like common in the fucking thing too, because when I posted those videos, like us exploring, everyone's hitting me up, and I'm like, bro, I'm not just gonna give you my fucking spot. You know how long it took me to find this fucking spot?
It's crazy. Like literally every single time, because we'll post while we're doing it, or we'll go live, which I'll talk about that in a second. But we post, and then like we'll get home at the end of the night, and there'll be at least 5-6 people, each of us, like all between all 3 of our Snapchats and Instagrams,
like asking where you're at.
What's that spot? That's so cool. And it's like,
let me go party there.
Yeah, they're like, can you take me along? Most people they're like, I get it. It's not like annoying or anything. It's just since there's so many people doing it, they're like, hey, can you bring me along with you? Can you bring me along? Like now it's like I reached out to some people, or I made a post. I'm like, yo, who's not scared to climb? You know, and these 4 dudes hit me back up. I'm like, they're like, yeah, we ain't scared to climb. You know, I'm like, I'm about to take you to a spot that I know about from when I was a kid.
This, huh?
Bro, they pull up. I'm like, yo, let's go. Like we get there, we get to the bottom of the thing, and it was me and Mario. You know Mario, but he's not scared to climb. We've been doing that forever, and so I brought him with too because I knew for sure he would climb with me, and I had no idea who these 4 people were. I went first, so I get to the top. Mario gets up there, and I'm like, where are they at? I'm like, where'd they go? He's like, oh, they left. I'm like, what do you mean they left? I'm like, what do you mean they left? He's like, they weren't fucking with it. I'm like, you're kidding me. I'm like, what are you talking about? I'm like, yeah, one dude climbed like halfway up, I guess, and then he noticed that they weren't coming up, and so he noticed his friends weren't coming, so he went back down and like, oh, I guess we're all gonna leave, you know. I'm like, man, you missed out because we get up there.
You made it halfway up just to say fuck it.
Right. Yeah, so that's why I told you when we talked. I'm like, bro, heights are cool and all,
that's
but
why
like
I asked.
the silo shit. That's the only height shit that scares me is like them fucking ladders, sketchy ass ladders going up there. You know what I'm saying?
Honestly, to me, it's not necessarily like the ladder that's sketchy to me. It's more the fact that like if you're falling backwards, you know, like most ladders, like when it's heights have a cage around it, you know what I mean? So like if I was to fall, at least I have something I can try to like grab onto.
That's just like things in the wall, huh?
If you fall, you're just bong, and you're just hitting the walls, and you're a goner, dude.
See,
you're
dude. Yeah, but we'll have to go next week and make a video.
We're gonna have to.
City Lurks X the team, bro.
Yeah,
let's make it a nice little.
I do have a quick question
compact.
too.
Yeah.
Since we talk about sketchy shit,
what you got?
Y'all got any encounters with anything paranormal?
Yeah, like the high school.
Yeah, the high school.
The high school?
Yeah, so honestly, as soon as you said that, it kind of sent chills.
Bro, I have chills right now, bro. Not even lying. Like, we don't know what we saw or experienced, but it's like, what, our 3rd time going in there?
Yeah, it was probably like our 3rd time going in there, and
I guess we should start from the start, though. When I went in there, so I'll tell this part.
Because I would have thought with that question, it would have been a hospital.
No, dude, we would have thought, the hospital was too much. Like, we were worried about people. Like, if I even saw a ghost or anything crazy, I would have been like, I ain't got time for you right now. I gotta worry about this other shit.
Yeah, right. Like, go possess somebody else.
But no, we were trying to get into the high school. It was built in 1896 or something, demolished, and then rebuilt in 1923 or 6 or something. I don't remember the exact dates, but in the 20s it was rebuilt. It was abandoned in the 80s and was like used here and there for random stuff. I don't really know, but the last known proof we can find in there is from like 02. Like it was the last anything that's in there. There was a graduation that was held in the gym.
Goddamn, that was it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So we couldn't find a way in this motherfucker. So me and him do the thing we always do and slide through the most crazy. We boost ourselves to like the 2.5 story window where the top panel, not the windows open up, but this one open down. It's got like maybe 8 inches. Like you can barely fit through the fucking thing.
Shit, huh?
I'm like, like, we got
The
this.
motherfucker that's
Dude,
the
and
letdown motherfucker. Yeah, I know what
and
you're
like I
talking
said,
about.
we're like
high
creeps that
up.
we're
Yeah.
our stories
Our feet
high,
are like
you know
where the
what I mean?
ceiling is, you know,
Right.
and so we're another 5 feet taller where our heads are. So it looks really high down, and like he was kind of shaking because he's like, I'm too high, and we're on like half an inch of the wall, like tippy toes.
Parkouring it, dude.
Tippy
Oh,
toes.
dude,
We
yeah.
I head first through the window, which was probably dumb, but I'm like, if the window breaks while I'm on it, I'd rather fall in than like back out. You know? I'm like, so I have like all my weight on my stomach on it. And then I start realizing, I'm like, if this window breaks, that's all going like through me. I'm like, I gotta just, so I just fall right in real quick, and he goes leg first somehow. I don't know how you did that, but leg first and like squats into the fucking. But anyway, so we get in. There was other people that were with us that couldn't get in that way. We were looking through the school real quick to try and find how we can get them in. We find a window on the other side that's less high. You could boost almost anybody up to it, and it's like the full window. We clear the glass all off it because it was still sharded up and shit. We jumped out the window and we left. We're like, we'll come back tomorrow. Well, just him and I came back tomorrow. Just him and I.
Oh yeah.
I start jumping in that window we came out because that was like a better way in.
Right.
And I get up in it and I have my back turned to the window, or like inside. It's like, and I'm like, throw my bag up. So he throws my bag up and I like stop because I thought I heard something inside. I like kind of turn. I'm like, nah, it was probably just my backpack. So I put it on and I hear something again. I'm like, nah, it's just the metal on my backpack because I have flashlights and mace hanging from the straps. I'm like, it's just clanking, you know?
So you got weapons too. That's funny, bro.
Oh, you have to, dude.
Yeah.
You have to.
Yeah,
I wouldn't do this shit without a weapon.
Well,
Dude,
what's
right,
kind of funny though is like people always ask me like, well, you know what kind of, you know, in our Discord, it's like, what kind of weapon should we bring? Should I bring a gun?
I'm
We're
like,
like,
do
don't
not
bring a gun.
It
It was
adds a
like,
whole
don't do
nother
that.
charge.
You really making yourself hot.
But it's
adds
like
another charge.
it's like to Treve. He's like, oh yeah, I got pepper spray and a knife, and it's me. It's like, yeah, I got a tree. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
But,
that's
yeah.
But so he's about to hand his camera up, like the nice Canon camera, and I for sure hear something this time, like for sure. So I stop, and it was enough where he goes, "Bro, you good?" Mm-hmm. And I'm like listening, and I just hear, because there's so much debris on the floor in these places, like all the ceilings.
Yeah, it's fucking.
I hear someone clear and just threw that shit towards, like down the hall towards the room my back's into. And I didn't even I jumped right the fuck out the window, and we just started running. He was right behind me, didn't ask any questions. I got the chills, so I don't know, like if there was no light coming down the hall, so if it was a person, they're in there in the dark, and we're like, we ain't fucking with someone that's in here in the dark.
And that's fully sketchy.
Well, if somebody
super
knows
sketchy.
that place in the fucking dark, there is a problem.
And
That is a whole
Dude,
other
it's just
problem,
like they say, bro. If someone breaks in your house, keep the lights off because you know your
Yeah,
house
home
in the
field
dark
advantage.
more than
Yup,
they do.
exactly.
So same
So
shit,
it was,
right?
Yeah,
And
but so that's a lead up to, we came back with people the next day.
we were probably with like 3
JoJo, Aspen,
Yeah, so we were with the
5 of us.
5 of us. Yeah, so there's 5 of us, and you know, me and him are the parkour guys.
Oh, yes.
You know, we'll climb, we'll jump, all that. We'll do whatever we need to do to get into these buildings.
Because we found out the gym has a door you could just push right open. So we were like, you guys meet us there. So we jumped through the window like we've been doing because it's just quick. Me and him get in really quick and run straight to the gym.
Yeah. And so we're sitting there as we get to the door. I just hear like almost like if somebody took a piece of plywood and just dropped it and it like fell.
Then
you know what I mean?
over.
Well, and then
It was
metal clanked like they were tripping over shit or something.
Boom, you know what I mean? So
whole other side of the gym.
right away I make the call out to Treve like, yo, I think there's somebody in
we're
here.
like, yo.
Right.
So we let everybody in. Everybody's coming in and stuff like that. And I hear another boom. So I turn my flashlight to these stairs that are kind of next to the gym, and you almost see like, you don't see that. You see the circular of like somebody's head, but their eyes are just.
It just like
glowing.
rises up, like you from behind the
the
railing.
fuck.
Someone just like peeks over.
Like yeah,
Do you
wasn't-
know this is the color of their eyes, or is it
There's
just
yellow.
straight up?
No,
No,
it's glowing
it was
yellow.
That boy
glowing
said
yellow.
yellow.
100%.
Glowing yellow, like.
But it was so we're all standing there. Like for when we opened the door, we're like, "There's somebody in here for
Yeah,
sure." Like
most
we're hearing
definitely.
noise over there. We're like, so we're just looking. There was no light shining yet because like we all were just for some reason looking. And in the pitch black darkness, we see like a shadow of a head, like full on like human. Like it was big, you know, like shoulders and everything. Like
And
No
yeah, and
shit.
like he said, it wasn't like somebody just like, you know, like looking up like this.
Like
it was
somebody
it was
dark.
it
it
was
came
like a
slow. It was like a
like a rise.
It rose
you know
up,
what I
bro.
mean?
It was
And then-
weird.
Like on
then
some
just-
Undertaker type shit.
Dude,
Yeah, literally
staring at us, dude, and so you know we're sitting there
we're
like
like, y'all see that shit?
kind of staring at it, and
Yeah.
it's like staring at us, and we're probably sitting there for like
Shining light back and forth
30
at it.
seconds before it just.
Yeah, it dropped back down really quickly and fucking. So we're like, well, let's go.
Yeah, right.
I don't know
right.
why we thought
We
that.
gonna go see what this
I was
is.
gonna
You
say,
know what I mean?
chase
Like,
after it or
damn
what?
straight.
No shit.
So the
So-
whole lurk was sketchy after that, dude.
Just so sketch. Yeah,
So sketch.
and
No,
yeah,
you're good.
so as we were.
You pop your head back. My bad. You good?
So we're going down there chasing it or whatever, and while we're going through this high school, me and Treves, our whole goal when we're going to these places is to obviously explore it, but also we want to get to the roof.
The roof, I don't know why. It's like the most accomplished part,
dude. It's like honestly, the best way to it's almost serenity. You know what I mean? Like when we made it to the top of that hospital,
you go through hell in there. You're scared of people, whatever.
You don't know what you're going to encounter. As soon as you get to the roof, you're like, fuck yeah.
Fresh air. You can see all around you. The lights of outside are there.
It's just beautiful. You know what I mean? And like especially the hospital. The hospital has probably one of the best views we've ever seen. Like just downtown Omaha. You know what I mean? Like you see the Woodman. You see just everything there. It's just beautiful. You know what I mean? But. So Joe and all of the other people were staying downstairs while this was happening, and we were like, "Fuck it!" You know, we're going through these ceiling tiles up to the roof. Jeez. And so we get up to the roof or whatever, and then Joe's like, "Drip, drip, 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 drip," and I run over there. I'm like, "What?" And he goes, "We just heard two grown men talking. We need to get the fuck out of here."
He didn't even say that. Yeah, he said we need to run, and you yelled at me, "We need to run." I'm like, "What type of run?" That's what I'm asking. I'm like, "What type of run?" Like no one's answering. I'm like, "Is this a cop type of run? Is there people in here type of run? Like I don't know. Like what type of run? Like
ghost run?
I'm like
running from.
And obviously we didn't hear it. We're on the roof, but they said that they heard it like it was like another room over.
Clear as day.
It's like grown men's voices,
some grown men
talking,
or something like that. So like, we were like, you know,
we're all on edge. Oh shit, who's out there?
We were like, you know, like okay, fuck that, let's just get out. And then that was kind of just.
They were like so terrified. They're like, him and I had no idea what's going on. They're just like, guys, come down now. We're like, why? Like, we had to squeeze back through the hole. We came through, dropped down through the ceiling. It's a delicate process getting back out of there. It's not like we can just drop down real quick. So we get back and they're like scared. Like you can see it. Like they're not even. I'm like, what's going on? They're like not even telling us. They're just like running. I'm like, what the fuck is happening?
The fuck out of here.
Yeah,
I'm like, whatever. I trust it. But like once we get outside, they're finally like, oh, they like kind of have to tell us. We're like, when we get in the car, we'll tell you. And like all of them at the same time were saying the same thing. There was grown men, like 3 voices. It was not you guys at all. Like grown ass deep voice men.
Oh, no shit.
They're like, it was just 2 rooms over on the same floor. Like swear to God, like the second we started screaming for you, they shut up and like was quiet. And we're like. We made so much noise in there. Like, how are we just now hearing? This is top floor too. Like, we've already gone through like 3 floors.
As we were kind of walking through this place, we would hear, you know, like some footsteps.
It's on video actually. We're in the basement and we're walking on solid concrete floor, right? Like solid concrete. There's nothing. We're walking, and all of a sudden Joe goes, "Do you guys hear that?" And you hear doof, 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 above us through like wood, like clear as fuck. I enhance the audio and everything, and you hear it. And we all are like. What do we do? Like, how do we get out of here right now? Like, how do we get out of here? Like, because we're starting to think there are people upstairs for sure. Well, instead we went back to the gym and we all thought about it. Like, him and I are like, we want to stay in here. If you guys want to go, like, go. But we want to stay.
See,
and
that's
like,
the type of thing I'm on. Like, hey, let's find out what the fuck's making them
I mean, honestly, look, it sounds kind of messed up, but like, it's content. You know,
that's what I'm saying. That's why I asked if you recorded that dude fucking
If anything was to like happen to us or anything like that, it sucks on our part and we're gonna have to deal with it. But like at the same time, it's good content. You know, it's something that like people do want to see because that's not many
at least
people
teeter
get
up to the fucking point of
you know what I mean. Once it comes down to like even with the homeless people, like, hey, are you good? If they're not good, we're going the other way. You know, like,
for sure.
So and that was kind of like.
That's the most unexplainable thing.
Yeah, dude, and honestly, it just felt like somebody was stalking us
the whole time.
And
they probably were.
On the way out, they saw the thing again. Joe yells, there it is," and he starts running towards it. He's yelling like, "Holy fuck!" and everyone's like, you can hear it in the video. Everybody's like panicking. Like the girls we were with, like you can hear it.
Well, we started running towards it because, like I was saying earlier, I'd rather be the aggressor than somebody else be the aggressor on us. You know what I mean? So
they're like.
We're running towards it, and they're over there. Stop! And we're like, no, we going. Like it ain't. And we're not stopping.
Because if anything, the worst case scenario, they're gonna be like, "Whoa, what are you doing?"
Like, and you have flashlights too. Like we have bright lights running at you. You can't see past the lights too. Like you're in a pitch black place. Like any light that shines at you, it's all you see is like you don't see what's behind
you. You know what your intentions are when you're running at people. You know you probably not gonna like beat them up.
Yeah, we're just gonna help.
Yeah, exactly. We're honestly.
You're just honestly running to be like, "Who are you?
Who are you?" Yeah, right. And just kind of like I said, not necessarily. I guess aggressor is a bad word to use, but more of just
it's the appropriate word.
We're like,
it's the appropriate word.
Who are you?
Like,
who are you?
What are you doing? And don't let them ask us that.
So
I mean, that's kind of like our whole goal is, And also, like, when we're going into, like, new places, you know, we always give call-outs. Yo, if there's anybody in here, we're just here to explore.
Yeah,
we
just
don't
obviously, if you run into somebody, it's
you know
going to be on, like, why are you sneaking around this bitch? Like, I'm making myself known.
Right. You're not. Exactly.
Yeah.
So, we usually do those call-outs, like, yo, if anybody's here, we're just here to explore. Like, we don't want to invade your space. We're armed. We don't want anybody to get hurt, you know, so on and so forth. But
that motherfuckers just sitting in the wake listening, like,
like, oh shit, someone's in here.
They're armed.
Right.
You know what I mean? But like that's what we say is like we're armed because they don't know if we got a gun, they don't know if we got a knife.
Armed can mean a lot of different things.
Yeah, they don't know if we have poles or whatever it is. They don't know. So it's kind of just like a
got the pipe on them, boys.
But
no, dude, we're gonna dead ass have to come with y'all sometime. That should be fun.
So many spots ready to go, especially as it gets nicer out. There's cooler like outdoor climbs and stuff that I'm trying to go on.
The cold shit would be kind of wild.
But the cold. So tunnel video. That was we have one our most viewed video. Because again, we
make sure this is good. Then we'll talk about the tunnel video.
That's all good.
Yeah,
that's all good. Yeah, I forgot. So we've only had the YouTube. What?
Hey, nice meeting you, Doug. I'll follow you. We'll follow you back and
appreciate it.
Yeah, we got your stuff.
Get you back, man.
Nice meeting you, Doug.
Fuck yeah.
Alright, bro.
Thanks for having me, guys.
Of course,
bro. I'll hit you up.
I'm saying, of course. Of course.
Of course.
Oh, yeah.
We didn't have it, but of course.
Yeah.
Alright, bro. Jamie just left. Shout out to Triller, bro. He was on the pod for a little bit sitting in. Y'all probably seen his head poking in the corner of the screen for a little bit there. But let's talk about the you said your tunnel video got your most views, and then we'll wrap it up. Get you guys promoting.
Leading into that real quick, we just hit 100 subscribers last night. We started this on January. Congrats. Yeah, we started January 6th, I think, was our first. We like made brand new YouTube from a brand new email. So like to hit 100 in about a month was pretty cool, I guess.
Yeah, that's fucking lit.
That's dope.
But so the tunnel video, it's literally titled Tunnel Exploring Gone Wrong, you know, because this was the week it was negative 20s out with like the wind chill and shit, and we knew about this tunnel that goes apparently miles deep, and like when I went and scoped it out, there was like the smallest little like half-inch of water scooting out of it, you know, like nothing to worry about at all. But to get into it, you had to go through like 4 feet deep of water, or you're gonna have to rappel down from like up top. Like they made it pretty hard to get into this tunnel, you know?
No shit.
So I'm like, hey, let's just wait till it freezes and let's just walk on the water and go in there, you know? Genius plan, you know?
was.
Worked out. We get up in there. It's just him and I. It's like a negative 11 or 12 this night, and like the wind chill was like pushing negative 20.
Fuck.
And we're bundled. We have hand warmers. I got like the smart wool socks with other socks. Like we're like ready for it, you know? Like he's got 3 pairs of gloves on. Like I only had the one.
Boys
but
ready,
dude, we were in there, but we get like I don't know, like about 1,000 feet, 2,000 feet, maybe. Like we're pretty deep in, and all of a sudden for one, that snowed a bunch and rained a bunch right before all the freeze happened, you know, because all that snow happened. So that tunnel filled up with like 2 feet of water. Like it was gushing water down at one point, but it all froze over. We're like, no big deal, whatever, it's all frozen. The further we were getting in, it was starting to turn into slush, and we were falling through the ice, and our feet were going under the water.
Because the pipe is holding on to that heat.
Dude, somehow we're like, oh shit, we didn't think about that. Science wasn't working with me on that, and so
the math wasn't math,
dude. Like we never calculated that one. I'm like, the water's froze, it's negative as fuck, like. So we're deep, and like all of a sudden we're like, let's just keep pushing, like fuck it, let's keep going, you know. So we keep pushing, but we're getting really cold. Like my hands were wet because I fell through the ice, and my hands went through.
You guys
and
like
wet
at this point too. Huh?
Our feet are under.
Not a good combination.
And the feet. And I'm like, we need to get out of here now. Like we only have like 3 or 4 minutes until like we're gonna be incoherent and shit. Like we need to get the fuck out of this tunnel. So we're like trying as fast as we can to slush through the slush and slipperiness and like this tunnel. It's like I stopped recording. I'm like, I can't. I'm like, I gotta stop recording, guys. Like this is getting really serious. So we make it towards the end of the tunnel before I decide to start recording again. And he fucking slips and falls hard as shit. Like nothing catches him. He slips and just fucking.
I biffed my shit so bad. I had my bag. It was this bag too. I had this bag in my hand. It just over my head. Just kind of. Yeah, dude. It was one of those. Dude, it was bad.
Shit. And so like we can't feel our fingers. Like in the video, I'm saying like I'm literally like, bro, I'm scared. I've never felt this. I'm like going like this, and it feels like my hands clenched as tight as I can. And I'm about like here, and I couldn't go.
I've been that cold
I'm like,
before.
bro, this is I'm like, I can't hold the camera. I can't hold the flashlight. I'm like, we need to get the fuck back to the car now. Like so, that was like a pretty. How long is that video? It's like 8 or 9 minutes of just like panic the whole time. You know, like us through it, like us all wet and
a lot of the comments honestly were kind of like.
Nothing went wrong.
Or what do you? This is clear. I'm like, what do you mean? What? I was like, I was like,
were you there?
No, literally, like, I was like, dog, how about you try to, like, walk in this slush in -11 and tell me that ain't nothing gonna go wrong, because...
Wait till they got that VR that straps that makes you feel everything,
right,
and then watch the video.
And then watch the video,
How many views did that one get?
1.2K?
Okay, nice.
That's not bad.
1,200 and like within like 3 or 4 days. It was really quick.
That's fire, bro.
So that was exciting. Every short we post keeps getting like 2K plus too.
Shorts are lit too, bro.
I know that's where they're at for sure.
Shorts are going crazy. It's cool too because like if it's like a solid YouTube video, like it doesn't need promotion.
No,
you know what I'm saying?
Don't.
It'll go into its fucking algorithm and its fucking genre. You know what I'm saying? It'll just keep going.
That's kind of what's cool with like our niche little. We found like the market of like we don't have to promote much. People see it and they're like, "Yo, it's like people want to I don't know tag or
it'll automatically come up in the algorithm."
Yeah,
because on some of our videos, like we have to like put money in to promote it or post all these clips and some, and then some of the pranks they'll just like hit the algorithm and start running, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Reason.
Thumbnail first,
like
fucking
title,
10 to minute or whatever.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
it also really depends on like what times you're posting.
That's
staying
like
on a
so
schedule,
weird.
staying
Find your sweet
consistent.
spot, bro.
Exactly. Yeah, and it's basically just doing what you really can to get it out there, you know, like I said, we've been using Discord a lot, so we have a Discord that is
whole community
just full of just urban
That's
kids,
fire.
you know what I mean?
So
like
that's 100 people right there to watch it right off the bat.
So, a lot of our people do come from there as well. We try to push it as hard as we can on there because
and the community's tight on there because it's not about us and our city lyrics. Like although we're the founders and like we have all the permissions and like we put our YouTube there, it's like everybody has regions and people have been just running it. Like and we haven't even talked in like 2 days in there because motherfuckers are just
they talk to each other.
And it runs running itself. We have 2 moderators working with it for us.
When we first started this Discord, you know what I mean? Like I was talking
2 weeks ago.
Right, I was talking to Treve. I was like, look, man, like I know how to build this Discord like that, but we need to be out there interacting with all these people, and we need to make sure that they're getting the interaction that they need. Yeah. And now it's to the point where they're getting that interaction from other people. You know what I mean? Like we've had people in the Discord that like are like, "Oh, you're from Massachusetts? I'm from Massachusetts. Like let's link up." You know what I mean? Like and stuff like that. So they start talking, and then like it's like. You know, people will ask like, "Oh, can we climb these radio towers? Are these
like don't do it?" Or
you know what I mean?
It's informational, and there's like channels. There's like gear recommendations or pics and videos, or like what's in your guys' bag? Like, and people can answer to threads, and it's all laid out really nicely.
DistroKid's nice, or not DistroKid.
DistroKid is nice.
DistroKid is dope.
Shouts.
What the fuck is it called? Discord. There we go. Yeah, Discord is actually sick, bro. I had one for the NFT shit I was doing.
I was gonna say you should have one for the team.
Yeah, I tried to.
If you want one for the team, dude, I'll make it for you.
Yeah, he has it. He has it crazy.
I'm pretty good.
I would love to link up and get a Discord going, bro. That'd be
we'll
fire.
talk after the pod.
Yeah, for sure. I'll show you it too, how it looks on the interface and like, cause it's like
that'll be sick, bro. Yeah, we'll have to get linked up for that.
For sure. So I'm pretty good at building those and stuff. So
you know what idea I got for you guys? If you could pull it off, it'd be so sick. But since you got everybody in the Discord and everything like that, y'all should organize like a big ass group meet.
Get together.
Yeah, we're already talking. We're trying.
Big ass group meet.
And that's
like
Western meetup.
Deep going into one building.
Yeah, try and stop us.
Can't catch us all. Can't catch us all. Right. Yeah.
Could you imagine, bro?
Actually, there was an explorer that did do that.
It was the Bureau of Exploration.
Yes.
This page contacted us.
That sounds so sick.
It's so fucking badass. If I read what they said, it's like, hey, fellow explorer, we're a secret society of explorers, blah blah blah. They reached out to us, like gave us a signal chat to talk to them on. They were like, we put these spots out, we have these meetups, and like it's like a cult almost, like they're like weirdly alien or something, like they're all underground, like this explorer went so hard on this date at this time at this longitude latitude. It's really weirdly, like I feel like aliens run the fucking page. I'm not gonna lie,
it's so specific.
It's weird, bro. Like the way they contact and talk to you, I feel like
we're gonna be at this longitude and latitude.
Yeah, right.
2,600 hours.
2,600 hours at
sacrificing.
Make sure you're having your right hand up as you're walking up to the building, so we know.
Yeah, like whoa. But
wear your lapel.
But the way they did it was different. It was at like a dam or something, like in the middle of a, it didn't seem like I'm trying to a warehouse or something. We know some big ass buildings around here. Like it'd be so sick to.
So we definitely need to travel. We definitely need to do with the team and
bro. Because then it could be like a crossover. Because y'all will be filming it too. I'll be filming it too. You know what I'm saying?
I rock GoPro now. It's just like I just bought a brand new one and I have 3 batteries for it, and it's like 4K footage. When it's in the dark, it's a little harder, but like.
That's what you get the lights for.
Yeah, the lights are just fine when you can see all the lights.
Because I just got a nice light actually. That's what I've been hyped to use in like a dark setting.
So I have a Canon 2000D. It's mainly for pictures because I'm a photographer as well. But with the right lighting, it'll take good. some fire. So, but the only problem with that really is we don't have this light anymore that we was using, and we need a microphone for it because I don't know if you've ever noticed, but like the camera microphones are shit, dude. They suck. So like I'd rather record it with my phone than do it with my camera.
The phone comes out good because I was doing phone on our gimbal. DJIs. That's what I got an iPhone
fucking
gimbal.
Yeah, I use a little. It's a little
even like
wireless thing. It's called like DIETY. It's like $120. It's a little nice little lavalier. Plugs into the thing. Plugs onto you, bro. It's nice. I know what you're talking
about. I really want to get those. I don't know if you've seen those new Rode mics. They're almost like they look like little boxes.
Little shotgun mics.
Yeah, and then they got the little.
Talking about Mickey 2s. Is that what you're talking about? The lav mics, or what'd you say it was?
It's the brand is called DD or something. DIETY.
Oh, DT.
Yeah. It's a cool little brand. It works, dude. That's what we used for the last video. It's nice, dude.
So I mean, that's kind of what we're working on, but.
Yeah, so all of us filming would be sick because like ours is all just POV perspective, which is raw as fuck because you get to see like.
Because we could bring someone in there. Oh my gosh, bro, check it. I could bring someone in there, have y'all already there, and then we like prank the people as they are.
That could be good.
We know certain, like the hospital is somewhere we're almost comfortable in. Like we would be just fine.
Even with all the people that are in there,
they know us.
They know us.
We know their names. They know our names.
We can take them in there and just be like, "Hey, bro, I'm about to go take a piss real quick," and then we just fucking leave him. You know what I'm saying?
We should bust through like the ceiling or a wall, kick through, because you can, it's a Band-Aid. You can fuck around all you want. Like, we can bust through a wall or something. Like,
yeah, dude. And then
we're going to have to link up, make some shit happen,
or
bro.
Scare y'all. That's a really good idea. We're going to have to orchestrate that. So.
But shout you guys' shit out one more time before we go, bro.
City LURKZ, we're out of Omaha. We're just fucking exploring our surroundings. What we like to say is we're looking everywhere for nothing.
Yeah, that's the best way to put it. Is we're looking everywhere for nothing. But
fuck it,
follow our Instagram. Our Instagram is City LURKZ. It's LURKZ.
Yep. TikTok, same
thing. YouTube, same thing.
City LURKZ, all platforms.
Just literally straight up with the Z.
We'll have that, with the Z. Don't forget the Z.
Don't forget the Z.
We'll have their YouTube in the description, and then y'all
and the Discord as well, if you could, because that Discord is what we're really pushing.
Discord is going up, y'all.
That's where, if you want to get into the community, and like, there's a lot of people that have never done it before that are asking.
Even if you're new to
it's a great place. People are answering your questions, your safety concerns, or like helping you get on your first lurk. We want people out lurking, but safely. We don't want anybody fucking dying.
Safely lurking, not dangerously.
Not dangerously lurking.
We'll lurk dangerously, but like.
Leave that to us. Let us risk our lives. Y'all just go have fun while y'all do it. You know what I mean?
So,
shout out to City LURKZ, bro. Shout out to G3D on the fucking controls over there, man.
Hell yeah.
Like, comment, subscribe, and then you'll see us on a YouTube video coming soon, bro.
Yes, sir.
Thanks for having us.
Shout out to the team as well. Thanks for having us on. This was fucking awesome.
Hell yeah.
We lit out here. That's a wrap.
Yes, sir.
Nice, bro. Good little pod.